Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using the Profusion Banging Pinks palette, which looks like this. So if you like to see what I do, just keep on watching. And yeah, I recently picked up this palette and then two others from them, the Upbeat Orange and the Yellow Fusion palette. And I do want to pick up the blue one as well. They actually had them in my Walmart closest to where I live, and they normally don't carry this brand. And when I saw them, I was like, oh, I want to get it. Even though I have the ColourPop Honey palette. Let me see how similar these are. I don't think they're super similar. I mean, they're kind of similar. The yellow one from Profusion and then the one from ColourPop. They're kind of similar. Let me see if I could. Okay. So they're kind of similar. This one is normally 12 bucks. This one was like 5. So I thought I would be it'd be a nice like comparison, like to use both of these palettes for an upcoming look. And then I know I still have 2 of my Juvia's Place palettes to review, and then I have this and that orange one and possibly the blue one if I pick it up, and the Elsa palette and the Honey palette. So yeah, I mean, I really want to do like 100 days of makeup challenge, and I might even do it on YouTube, but the only thing that might interfere with that is that I should hopefully be moving within the next few months. So if I do end up doing the 100 days of makeup challenge, there might be like a week where I have to completely take a break from it just to move, because we'd be moving like states away. So yeah, I'm sorry, that's just like a bunch of updates like thrown at you right away. But yeah, I'm going to be doing the Banging Pinks palette today because I was just feeling like a pink mood. I'm going to start off with the shade Adore, which is this pink shade right here. And I did swatch these, and it's funny because this shade right here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera. When you swatch it, I don't know if you could see my swatch mark. It's like a different color than what the actual color in the pan looks like underneath. I don't know if you, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So, yeah, that's something to note right off the bat. But I'm just taking this on a Profusion dual-ended brush. I already have my eyes primed with the Hard Candy Eye Primer, and I set it with powder. And yeah, I'm going to run this into my crease. I do like Profusion palettes. I've never tried their smaller palettes. I normally buy like the bigger ones that have like 18 plus colors in them. So we shall see how this works. Also pop it on the outer corner here. So how is quarantine treating everyone? I know, like, I'm getting fairly restless. My kids are getting fairly restless, and especially since the weather is starting to get nicer. I live in Wisconsin, so like the winter like lasts forever, and it's finally starting to get like in the 50s and higher. And of course, when it's starting to do that, there's quarantine. So nothing is open. Can't go do anything except for like, you know, take a walk outside or hang out in the yard and get some sun that way. Right now it's cloudy as heck though because it's supposed to rain later. Okay, I'm also going to run this on the lower lash line. I mean, so far so good. This pink is nice. I mean, it's not as bright as in the pan, but it looks like it's building, so it could get that bright, I believe, if you just continue to build it up. One quick thing I want to know, I want to show you guys like how much kick up there is in the pan. It's a fair amount, so it's a little dusty in the pan, but hopefully you know, it doesn't like compromise like when I have to layer colors. Fingers crossed. But I'm going to go next into the shade Proposal, which is right next to it, and it does look pretty similar once swatched, so we shall see if this makes much of a difference like on the eyes. I'm going to pop this on the inner and outer thirds. There's a very subtle difference in the colors, so it's not like super noticeable. And for the lower lash line, I do want to switch up brushes. I'm going to take this angled fluffy brush from Beauty Accents, the defining eyeshadow brush, dip into that same shade, and run it on the inner and outer third of the lower lash line. Still quite a bit of kick up in the pan. Okay, now that, since it looks like I did nothing else, I'm going to go into the shade Laser, which is this more purpley toned pink right here, slightly more magenta-esque. And I'm going to just take the same two brushes, the blending brush for my upper lid, just tapping off the excess of that other shade, and then dip into this. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My stomach is going crazy right now. I just ate a little bit ago, so it's like, I don't know if it's digesting food or what. But why is this looking the exact same shade too? These pinks are kind of really similar in tone, so I don't know. It's kind of frustrating, a little frustrated. And then doing the same for the lower and lash line with this brush. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Heartbreaker, which hopefully will show up. I mean, when I swatched it, it was kind of dusty, which is, I'm afraid it's one of those ones that's just going to like blend away. But it's the only like deeper color in this palette, so fingers crossed. Oh, goodness. Just as I feared, it's not really showing up. I mean, barely. So I'm going to kind of switch up my tune here. Let me see. I'm going to try using the shade Trove from the ColourPop Ooh La La palette, which is a pink-based palette. And then hope that this gives me a little more depth in this look. Because it is pretty similar to the other color. It's a little lighter, but okay, so that worked to give me a little bit more depth. And I'm also going to pop some on the lower lash line here. So I might just leave that at that. I have to kind of decide if I want to deepen up the inner and outer corners with something else later. But I also got quick thoughts on that palette. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like Profusion shadows, but something about this palette is just not working well for me. I have yet to try the shimmers. I might try them at a later date. But let me swatch them for you. This one's not so much a shimmer as it is like a satin, which was Smooch. And then this one is Marvel. Let me see if they swatch well. That's what they look like. And then the shade Ballet, which I do want to use on my inner corner. I think it's like a duochrome shift. And it's very light. I don't know if you can even see that. It is right at the bottom. Right there. But that's what the shimmer shades look like. So I mean, they seem like they would work absolutely fine because they feel really nice. They don't feel as dusty as like the mattes in this. So I mean, if you do want to just spend $5 on this for like some of the shimmers and like, I mean, this pink shade did work well and this one worked all right, but like they're just not that different in tone. I mean, you know, just decide for yourself if you want it. But I did pick up, they have neon sparkle powders. So I bought this one, which is blazing orange. I could have picked up the pink one, but I have a lot of pink glitter anyway. I don't have a lot of orange, but then I also picked up the yellow one. Let me see if I can get it out here. I picked up the yellow one, which is kind of like a neon green. Of course, it doesn't have it like on the actual box. I mean, on the thing. It's just on the box, and I already threw the box for this one away. Well, I got the yellow one too. And it did come with its own little glitter adhesive, so I will try this out as well. But I'm going to be popping this on the center of my lids, and then also on the lower portion of my lid. My lower lash line. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak today. Let me see here. So I think I might just squeeze this directly on the eye and tap it and then quickly apply the glitter. I'm just going to be using the other side of my dual-ended brush from Profusion. Open this real quick. I don't know how fast this is going to take to dry, so I'm gonna have everything prepped. Ooh, that's really thick, huh? I'm going to use this brush. And then I'm going to tap into the glitter. And start to apply that. Ooh, it's nice and tacky, so the glue seems pretty good. Because I wasn't digging it before, but with this glitter, it's really pretty. Just working in sections. Okay, so this is what the glitter is looking like. I do think I want to eventually deepen up the inner and outer corner. I will use a different shade from that ColourPop palette. But I'm going to quickly do the lower lash line and then do the other eye. Okay, so that glitter is awesome, and so is the glitter adhesive so far. Like, I don't know how long it'll stay adhered, but yeah, so I am going to go into a darker shade. I'm going to go into the shade Caddy from the ColourPop palette, taking this same defining eyeshadow brush, just topping off the excess, and I'm going to use that to deepen up the inner and outer thirds of my lid. Ooh, I must have touched some of that glue because look how dark it is right there. Dang it. Oh. Then the lower lash line as well. And now where those dark patches of that color landed, I am going to go back in and add a little bit more glitter to kind of cover my mistake. Because I don't like how it's just clinging like that. It's on my eyelash. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on a winged liner off camera using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the shade Black. Then I'm going to coat my top and lower lashes with the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. And then I'm going to add some lashes. I just don't want to bore you guys with this because normally my eyeliner process takes a long time. Then I'm going to throw on some of these lashes. These are the Felicia lashes in the style Dubai. Use my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is what my eyes are looking like. I forgot how extremely difficult it is to put friggin' liner over glitter, so that was fun. But yeah, I mean, I am liking the look. I kind of managed to salvage it, like, with the other palette and the glitter. But okay, yes, let's just finish off the base already. I have my foundation and everything on, obviously. I do have some fallout, but from the glitter, but oh well. I am going to go into the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder, and I'm going to use this for not only bronzer, but also for contour. I'm going to mix the top two shades for my bronzer. Bringing it up to my temples. Also popping some on the nose. And then I'm going to use this shade right here for contour. Using my small contouring brush from Luxie. Whoa. And put too much on. That's what you're gonna do. Let's see if I can get this blended well. Guess we're going for a strong contour look today. Hopefully once I put my blush on, it won't look so insane. And then also on the jawline. I'm not one to mind a heavy contour on the jaw, just because I don't have the best posture, so like sometimes like my jawline like doesn't look as sharp. Now the blush I want to use today is a very, very pink blush. I wanted it to complement the eyes pretty well. This is the J-Cat Blush Mallow in the shade Cherry Limeade. And I'm using this flat top brush from e.l.f. And this is a very intense looking color, so I might have used it before, I'm not sure, but I'm going to bring it right up to the shadow. Grab a little more to go along the temples. Blend it into the contour and everything. And then I think I do want to sweep a little onto the bridge of my nose. The tip of my nose. And then maybe even connect it down here on the cheeks. Maybe just even a little dab on the chin. I feel like when you have this much blush, if you add just a smidgen to the curve of the chin, it really pulls it all together. Then for highlight, I want to go into the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Palette, and I'm going to take the shade White Lily. And I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Unicorn Highlighting Brush and dip into that. And use that to highlight my cheeks. This does have a subtle pink reflect to it, so that's why I'm using it. Pinky purple. I'm also going to use this on my Cupid's bow. And then the tip of the nose. And in between the eyes. Okay, now for lips, I want to go into the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Coral Crush, even though this is going to be super bright, and this look is already in your face, but oh well. Okay, so I threw my hair up, some accessories, earring, little elephant, and yeah, so quick thoughts. Once again, the palette, I don't necessarily recommend it, but I mean, it is only like $5, so it's like not like you'd be losing a lot of money if you wanted to invest in it by yourself. Oh, I forgot to do the inner corner. Oh well. And oh yes, the glitter. Let me make sure that it's holding up still. Yeah, it's looking. Ooh, it is creasing over here. What is going on? Ooh, that is looking like crap. Okay, scratch that. Okay, so it seems like that glitter glue is not quite setting down. I do like the glitter, but it seems like the glue itself is kind of like greasy almost. So maybe just use it with a different glitter glue, because this is not looking great right now for me. So I will try it again in the future with my City Color glitter glue, because that does dry down proper. But yeah, here's the eyes once again. It's only doing it on this side too, so I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, that is the final look. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already, or if you want to, and I'll see you in my next one with more updates on whether or not I'm going to do the 100-day makeup challenge. Okay, bye.